maybe I'll just turn it into 2 more episodes. Just have the last episode be credits, although it wouldn't be that interesting. But thank you. I like that. How this turned out. This is where you'll hear the my intro music. Yes, this is the main theme of the game. But anyway, why could Nicole fly? I don't get it. Maybe because she's not like really there anymore. I mean, basically what happens is her spirit is basically trapped with chaos in the Master Emerald, kinda. So they just basically transcend time for the main part. And of course, Chaos was a guardian of Chao, and he lives in the Master Emerald. And when Tikal's father and the clan attacked the shrine and stuff, Chaos became very angry and destroyed them, obviously. And that's when he was sealed back in the Master Emerald, but he was still angry. His heart was still in turmoil. And then Eggman released him years later, and that's how this game comes into play. But still, wonderful story. Actually, it's surprisingly really well written. They really know how to keep the mystery alive by utilizing all the characters. That's really great. That really, Chaos is probably one of my favorite villains in this game. Well, actually, he's the only villain in this game. What I mean is, like, he's my favorite villain, but kind of like of all time, really. He's just great. I mean, Eggman's cool, but Chaos was really, really great. What else? Sonic Adventure 2 was good, but I didn't really like it that much. It was great. I mean, I loved it, but the final battle, the last story was kind of a pain. Like, I didn't like I didn't like that there were no save points going. Those of you who play it are gonna know that. There was like no save points. You got multiple characters you gotta do. They all have their own missions in the last story, and there's like no saving at all, pretty much. And it's unless you get past another character's story, kinda. And it's, I think. Oh no. There's this long part where like you have to use like pretty much every character you play as for a little segment of the last story. And then once you get past all that, then it saves, and you can move on. Basically, it'll be like another cutscene after all that, and that's where it will save the game. So later on, you don't have to go back through all those characters again. You can skip straight to the boss that Shadow fights, and then the final boss after it. But yeah, I just didn't like it that much. This one I kind of like better. And there's Big. And he did nothing to help Supersonic at all. So why he even showed up there was pointless. This further proved that Big was a pointless character. I think Big was actually a character design for like a totally different game. Like, I think they were planning to have some sort of fishing game sometime, and they just didn't know if fishing was going to work. So they threw Big in just to test out what fishing would be like on the Dreamcast. And I had a long talk with my friend Eric, EWM Visual Arts. As I mentioned back in episode 10 of Let's Play Portal, he co-commentated that episode. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Big did absolutely like nothing to help at all. And before I forget, I want to say this. I was at work yesterday, and I didn't really have much to do before I went out to lunch, and so that's an awesome shot. Basically, what I did was I opened up I opened up Adobe After Effects and just started playing around with some of the animations. And so I got this idea of making an intro to a horror movie or a horror video. And I was telling like Joe, my kind of like my supervisor, about this, but I slurred my word, so it sounded like whore instead of horror. And at first I didn't get it, and then he repeated it back to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I started getting asked questions at work about what kind of movies I like to watch. So yeah, I like to watch horror videos. And oh my god. Okay, so there's my funny story for you guys, because that was awesome. Anyway, so this is the end of the LP. I'm glad I got the chance to do this. This has been really excellent, and yeah, here's all our 100%. It's awesome. We've completely finished this game. This is the end of the LP, and yeah, thanks very much for watching. Chrono Cross should be up soon. I practiced it a little bit a few weeks ago, but I've done enough to at least cover it in like the next 10 episodes at least. So, yeah, it's probably like 5-10 episodes. So it should be good for a little while. I'm gonna keep practicing it though. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys when I get back to Let's Play Chrono Cross. Lol, horror videos.